Hello, my name is Goran Mekic, and you're watching Tilda tutorial on Freenit uh, framework, specifically Frontend part. And we're finishing our tutorial on blog post and creation, deletion, and so on by adding. Um, It's a pretty popular format called MarkDown. So you can use MarkDown to write your blog posts. Now, that may or may not mean anything to you. The truth is that with Markdown, you can have uh, titles, subtitles, images, and styling. Right? It's a markup language called Markdown. So by now we implemented, if not everything, most of editing functionalities, and everything except editing this Markdown is implemented, and the backend is ready. Right now, this is going to it might take a while, so uh you if you're watching live, this might take a while, depending on your um connection. So if you run it, be patient. I did, and I'm not going to repeat it. What I'm going to do is sorry, you split the screen and use one for the back end, one for the front end. So I'm going to initialize. Uh, no update. Cool. And then I'm going to start development server in the back end. And for the front end, I'm going to initialize, and I'm going to use this host name, this info, to start front end aware of the backend. All right. So it's all cool and dandy. We've seen this many times. But there is one problem with the blog site. When you click here, you're going home, right? But there is absolutely no way to get to the blog. And it would be nice if, for example, we'd add it here. That would be real cool. Now let's see how to do that. Um, what we need is not pages, templates, sorry. So let's see. There is logged in button and on button. Okay. Admin menu. All right. Log out. Borrow links. Okay. How does this work? So all of them check if authentication detail is okay. So that means actually we can do it like this. Let's take one of these and stick it over here. And let's see what we got. Now we should have one more login. No, blogs. Login icon, well, okay. Not perfect, but okay. And let's see what the browser says about all of this. It says we have two logins. All right. Now, how do I change the text? Like, blog posts. All right. And login icon. Well, let's say I don't care about the icon right now. Right? Blog posts. If I click here, I get my blog posts. All right. Now, uh, how about we fix this icon? And the way to do that is you find an icon that you like. Let's say something with a pen, like writing or something like that. And actually, let me try. No, pen. Uh, a lot of open stuff is going to be here. Okay, now I have to look it up. So, if I don't find anything, I will just use some icon, but I want to show you, for example, library books looks okay. Let's use that one. So, you can see that the name is library books, and the way we are going to translate that into material UI icon is okay. It's going to be an icon for blog, and it's called library books. All right. So every first letter is capitalized, and wherever there's a underscore, it's deleted. So that's how you get blog icon. All right. I'm showing the code. And now we're going to change this. And let's see the browser. Is it screaming? No. Okay. So this is basically what we want. And this is how you extend the menu with whatever you create, like blog posts. You can extend it with items you want. You can even sort it differently or do just when it's logged in or something only when it's administrator and so on. But this is the way to extend this menu. Now, okay, we're not going to need this anymore. And what we want is when I click here, I want um, this to be in a let's call it a markdown editor. You will still have to type all the marks to call it that, but yeah. So what are we going to do? Is not the template, but the blog detail. Um. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is how we're going to actually achieve what we want. There is a component for React Markdown, and then when you enter Markdown syntax, it's all nice and dandy. It's HTML. All right. So let's try to do something like this. No. Maybe a little bigger. All right. Now I want editor and all right. Content. Okay, so now I want this to be React Markdown. All right. Let's see if the browser is screaming. No. All right. What does that mean? If I do something like this, so we have just a word here, right? This is just one word, but let's see how we can format that. We can say, okay, take the block content, but prepend it with a single sharp. Yes, this. So you see, we got a title actually, and if we inspect this, all right. No, you can see actually it's too small, but here. So this is age one. Now, if I add like two more, it's going to be age three. Let's check it out. Uh, Okay. So what are they doing there? Uh, Compiling Markdown on the fly into the HTML. Right. And if you look Markdown on the internet, it's really neatly. Um, this is not what I was looking for. Yeah, this is the one. So for me, this is the um, reference uh, is daring fireball when I want to do something with Markdown. But there might be better ones. Once they updated, okay. Um, so there are a lot of examples how to do stuff and how it's going to be. So, what is going to be uh, rendered as HTML? Anyway, uh, right, you can use examples like this, and you can find, uh, for example, this page is almost always readme.md. Is it right here? So if you take this, you can see that it can serve as an example, and also uh, there are some uh, HTML tags that are allowed. So you can nicely format your blog post. It can look, for example, like this. If If you're blogging about, I don't know, programming, this is okay format. So let's let's try to do something else. So first, we're going to just use the content as it is. That means that I did this. So we just have the content, no fancy marking, and we get this in the end. Okay, now when I click on this, I want to edit. Uh, I want to edit it like a, oh no, I have to be logged in for that. I forgot. All right, so oh my so all right. This changed because I'm logged in right now, but blog posts are still here. So when I go here, I can edit this like this, right? And if I say okay, then crazy title appear. Huh? No. All right. And I want something like that here. Uh, for simplicity's sake, let's say we're going to just copy paste this. Just make it uh, look like this, but not in this separate window, but based on am I editing this or I am just viewing it, show the text input field or not. Let me let me show you what I mean by coding. So edit content is false. I'm not going to edit it right away. Um, Now we know from last time that we need show and hide. Wait, show. And, um, yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. All right. The reason why we are getting the content in this instance, getting the content from the store into the state is to preserve the old content. So if I click cancel, I can say, okay, take the content from the state and put it to the store, right? The other way around. Uh, because I want, as I type, I want to see it rendered. I want to see it not as markdown code, I want to see it as HTML rendered in the browser. So that's why I'm saving this. And uh, yeah, there's going to be one cancel. But okay, so I know I need this. And what else do I need is okay, this is return. So const this is content UI is hmm, what? This state edit content. If I do want to edit content, there is one thing I want here. Otherwise, it's something similar but not quite. And those things are going to be this. So, no. If I am not editing, just render it and that's it. But if I am editing, then there's going to be this with a little bit of help. Text field. Uh, I will fill this in blog.content. All right. Where was this? I have no idea. Okay, let me try to figure it out. It was after image. Okay, after image. Content UI. All right. So now I want the simplest. If I'm not editing, just render this content. If I am, render the content and also display it here. Yeah, this is going to have a ton of problems if I just finish here because it makes no sense. What we want is it value? I think so. Blog.content. Okay. So I just checked that this blog is actually the detail. And yeah, this is not gonna work. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a minute. Um, on change is going to be change. All right. Why it's not gonna work is because I only have blog detail. I don't have the whole blog store. Oh, oh my god. Okay. So now I have a blog store. This is usually not how I do it. I call them blog and detail, but I want to be explicit right now which one is which. Actually, how I do it is usually this, and then I use blog.detail for whatever. But let's call them like this. It's more obvious what they are. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna need to implement this. And yeah, one more thing. On click, I want this to what? This show edit content. Thank you, editor. All right, let's see what the browser says about this. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna do what you want. Okay, I know why this is a problem. The click doesn't work, and not a big issue. What I need is actually one element that I know is gonna react to clicking. All right. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, cool, but I cannot edit. Whatever I write, nothing happens. And for now, this is actually normal. Um, because I say I'm gonna use this change content, but it doesn't exist, right? And uh, some buttons like OK and cancel are missing here, but we're not gonna pay attention to that right now. So change content is going to be async because it's going to. Actually, no, it's not. What I want is just to change the store content, but not actually send it to backend until some button is clicked. So I want to see a live preview of what I'm typing, but I want that not to be sent to the backend until I'm certain it's good. Okay? So, as I said, I have tendency to write this and this way to get to the blog store. So let's actually see what's initially in here. ID, title, content, and slug. But I kind of don't care about it. Blog.set detail. And I want all the old detail uh, attributes plus from the state I want content. No, not from the state. Sorry. Uh, I actually don't know. And how I'm going to check this is I'm going to receive an event and then I'm going to check out event target value. I think this is what I need, but let's see. So if I press something, oh, it's a whole string. Right. So what's going on here? I'm gonna take this value that text field says, okay, this is my new value. When you pressed some key, maybe it's delete, maybe backspace, maybe some letter or whatever. This is the new value that is going to be active. So set it somewhere I can see it. Uh, like here. Um, and when I set that as a detail, this is, or this, while I'm editing, right, is going to be changed. And here and here and so on. Wait, then I don't need this. Okay. Maybe it can be a one liner. Let's see. So if I click here, when I add stuff, this renders. But look now, this becomes a title, and this becomes H2, H3, 4, whatever, right? This is how you denote italic, and this is, I have no idea what. Let's find out. Wow, this is bold. So, what you can use is, hey, this is a paragraph, and when you want to enter, it doesn't want to do that, right? What am I talking about here? Uh, still going to be like this, okay. Multi-line. Uh, so now I can say, okay, subtitle, and then how about starting some blog about? And then I can say, uh, things I like. I like, and now let's see the list. Um, let's say I like React and Flask, and I like FreeBSD. So you see where I'm going with this. Uh, as you type, you see the text that is going to be a result, the end result of your uh, editing. And but what we are missing here is I don't see any button to uh, click, and this is really narrow. How about that narrowness first? We can say full width. And okay, now it's subtitle, editing something, list still working or not. Oh, wait, I don't need this. To be or not to be. Okay, so you can imagine that you can add all kinds of stuff here. You can even say, okay, give me a link that is going to be called Tilda Center. Enter, and it's going to lead to the Tilda Center website, and this is going to be a link. Now you can see it's a link because I can click on it and it's gonna go there, right? The thing is, this is not saved. Bummer. Now, how about these buttons? Okay, and cancel. That will actually do the job. So, yeah, then I don't need this either. And what I do need is a button that will say cancel and a similar button for OK. Now, on click here is going to be hide. Okay, let me just do it. Um, and then I'm gonna talk about why it's a problem. What? Why there? On click, I want you to this. Uh, hmm, how do I call it? Change content forever. Okay. Now let's see about this cancel. Do I cancel it at all? Oh no. Okay. Why not? Right, edit content. Did I change it? Oh my. Okay. Let's see. Can I cancel now? All right. Now, not the cancel I'm looking for. Yeah, this is the one. And I want this to be uh, secondary, and I want this to be primary. Or is it the color? Keep forgetting those. Yeah, that's the color. Okay, so all right. Uh, Actually, let's see if it works first, so I don't explain. Yeah, red and blue. Uh, I changed the color to secondary for cancel and primary for OK. Now this needs to go. Okay. Um. So the cancel works, but it doesn't actually work because now cancel doesn't really cancel this. It's a bummer. It shouldn't work like that. And let's see what we can do about it. So first, show edit content, hide edit content. Okay, cancel edit content would then be. Uh, I want this to happen eventually, but I want something else to happen also, and that's I want block store and I want to set its detail back to what it was. Blocked out detail and uh, here. And I want detail, no, content to be this state content. All right. And now the cancel button should say cancel. No wonder. Let's see if we have that. Right? Cancel and it's back. All right. But now, okay doesn't do anything. Right? Let's see what we're going to change content forever. Okay, so that's how we need to call our function. Uh, is this in the middle of a title? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna take that. So these title functions are together, and change content forever is going to be async function that's going to use blog and notification stores, and response is await blog that I have no idea. Edit, yeah. And what am I editing? This props parameters match slug, and I'm sending you content that is what blog detail content. Okay, now this is ugly. All right, this is somewhat better. Um, so if response is not okay, const error equals errors of response, application show error message. If there are errors in the response, compile it into this object and code. I have to forget the code at least once. Right. So let's do it from the beginning. The change content forever is going to send the content back to the server, the change content, and then uh, it's going to issue an edit method to uh, send this blog detail content to this slug, and it's gonna get a response. It's gonna await for the backend with the response, and if that response is not okay, then error is uh, compiled from the response, and its message is shown in the notification down there. So that's what's going on. And what else? Oh, yeah. I need to hide edit content. Okay. Let's check it out. Who knows if this works? Subtitle. Something important is always in the list. So here it is. Something important in the list. Okay. Now, actually, let's check. Wow, this is a lot of gibberish. And I have jQuery. Beautiful. Anyway, if I click OK, what happens? Wow, this is so. This is such a bummer. Okay, I know what it is. It's not perms, but it's match first. Alright. Let's do it again. No. I want it clean. I want the console to be clean. And let's say it like this. Subtitle, short text. What happens? Alright. So the response was okay. And if we reload, it's still okay. So how about I say here is a list just for fun of it. Here, there, nowhere. All right. Now, yeah, you can style it a little bit better. This picture can have a padding a little bit, so why not? Image UI. Okay, let me see. Image UI. When it's a dialogue, I don't care. But what? How is this image shown? I am. Um. Okay, let's see. This is going to take a while. Okay. State, edit image, enter new label, right, edit image, image UI. Oh, I'm blind. All right. So I can say Morgan right is 10 pixels, for example, and nothing. Wow, that's new. So margin right, but this is still okay. Maybe 20 pixels. Yeah, that's actually what I'm looking for. Right. So I'm just gonna change that to. Oh no 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 no! Wait, I already have a Morgan. It's just not good, right? Okay, now it's cool. This was 10, now it's 20. That's the whole idea. All right, and now you can see that you can actually have meaningful text. You can place this differently. Maybe you don't want picture, maybe you want it over here or something like that. You can play with styling, but uh, every functionality of a blog post is here, although you might not like it being as it is. Now, uh, I mean, there are infinite number of variations how you can create your own blog post, dashboard, or whatever. So this is just one of them, and maybe you want to style these buttons differently and so on. So there is only one thing that you're going to do once your project is once your page is almost complete, and that is at the beginning I said that these styles should not be written here. If you really wanna be nice, uh, styles JS. Uh, no, const styles is going to be some some sorry object, and I'm going to export it by default. So why am I doing this? Let's say what? should have its own style, and that style is this one. Okay. Okay. Now this is going to be styles.image, and it's going to be styles.image because, well, basically I say so, but from styles. Literally because I named it like that. And now you can use names, variables, and objects to represent styles. One really cool thing about this is that you can, for example, create a style outside of this styles object that you're going to reuse in different places. Let me demonstrate. So, when style has centered, I mean, display flags and align items and justify content set to center, then uh, how am I going to call this? Um, styles dot. This is what a title and okay, so it's title. It's not a good name because actually this is title, but you're gonna get the point. So I say use the center, and that's it. Okay? And this is how this becomes a title. Now, in browser, there shouldn't be any difference, right? You can still see it's the same, but kinda that's the point that nothing moves. Uh, right? You can and you should move all these styles into the style.js, and you can use uh, um, spread operator. This three dots is called spread operator to share common styles between different components. But for example, I can say something like, yeah, this is all cool and dandy, but for me, justify content is, I don't even know what's the initial, for example. Now, how does this look? Okay, so you can override parts of this style, and this can be, I don't know, maybe 10 lines long that you use all over the place. So you can say, okay, give me that style, just change this one little component, attribute. Yeah. I meant like this. Use the whole center, just change the justify content. But we don't want that. Okay, so this looks like this. And we're finally at the end of blogging. We have it in the menu. We can edit it. We can see the list. Go there to the blog post, delete it, change logo, change whatever. Look at this. This is now markdown text. And we don't want that, right? But this is a quick edit. No problem. So we need in the list that we say content. It's not a content, it's a content with markdown. And markdown comes from here. Right. Let's see. How about now? It's even crazier. Yeah, cool. Anyway, you can render it differently, right? You can see that this basically destroyed what we had here. And if we worked more, I could strip the formatting and just display the text as it is. Right, no components, no anything. Just display first few words or letters or something like that. Anyway, uh, I'm not gonna do that because I have to leave some homework to you to have fun with. But you can see how styling can destroy your list, so you can handle. You have to handle it differently. Uh, this was all. Thank you for listening, and please think about donating through Patreon page. We're gathering money to rent an apartment where we will physically uh, have a blackboard, actually whiteboard, and have all these lectures in real life. So we're trying to get the resources to do that, and please think about donating because all our lectures are and always will be free for everyone, no matter what. And I hope you learned something on this course and that you're gonna have a lot more Freenit fun. Thank you for watching and